You're not lazy, you're just training wrong. If your glutes are still flat, soft, or weak, this is your wake-up call. These 5 powerhouse moves will activate, ignite, and build the strong, round glutes your body was meant to have. No fluff, no gimmicks, just pure science. Backed results. It's time to unleash your lower body power, dominate every lift, and turn your weakness into your strongest asset. Don't just train to conquer, because the world doesn't respect excuses, it respects results. Oncoming fist uncover why most people can't grow their glutes, poor activation, wrong exercise order, and lazy form. Learn how to fix the mind, muscle disconnect that keeps your glutes from firing properly. Most people think their glutes won't grow because they're not training hard enough, but that's not the problem. The truth is, you're probably training the wrong muscles entirely. Every time you squat, lunge, or deadlift, your body's default movers, your quads and lower back, take over the work your glutes are supposed to do. That's why you can hammer away at leg day for months and still see a flat, soft backside staring back at you in the mirror. The issue isn't effort, it's activation. Your glutes are built for power, not passivity. But when you sit most of the day or rely too much on big compound lifts without proper control, those muscles forget how to fire. They literally shut down, so when it's time to train, your brain doesn't even know how to recruit them efficiently. You feel the burn in your legs, your back, maybe even your hamstrings, but not in the place that actually matters. That's where awareness and intent come in. Before you can build round, strong glutes, you've got to teach your body to find them again. This means slowing down your reps, focusing on tension, and using movements that isolate the glutes so they're forced to wake up and take control. It's not about lifting heavier, it's about lifting smarter, getting every ounce of work from the muscle you're trying to grow. So if your glutes are flat, it's not genetics, it's not bad luck, it's misfiring mechanics and lazy muscle recruitment. Fix that connection and you'll finally start to see and feel what real progress looks like. Because once your glutes wake up, everything changes before going heavy. You've got to turn the muscles on. Discover the most effective activation drills that wake up your glutes and prevent your quads from stealing the work. Before you even think about lifting heavy, you've got to make sure the right muscles are ready to work. Too many people skip this step and wonder why their glutes never grow. The truth is simple. If your glutes aren't firing before your first rep, they won't suddenly start working just because you added more weight. Activation is where the workout truly begins. Think of your glutes like an engine. You wouldn't floor the gas pedal before turning the ignition, right? Same concept here. You've got to prime the muscle, get the blood flowing, and send a clear signal to your nervous system that says, hey, these are the muscles doing the work today. That's how you build the mind-muscle connection that separates average results from elite progress. Start with simple activation drills, things like glute bridges, clamshells, and banded walks. But don't just go through the motions. Squeeze, control, feel the contraction. Every rep should be a signal, not a swing. The goal here isn't to fatigue the muscle, it's to wake it up. Once your glutes are firing properly, every movement that follows squats, lunges, hip thrusts becomes infinitely more effective. This step also prevents one of the biggest problems in glute training, compensation. When your glutes are asleep, other muscles, like your quads and lower back, jump in to help. That's how imbalances and injuries start. But when you take 5 minutes to activate your glutes, you're not just preparing to lift, you're protecting your body and maximizing your output. So don't rush it, don't skip it, treat activation like the secret weapon it is, because when your glutes are fully switched on, every rep, every set, and every movement after that hits harder. Fire first, lift second. That's how you build real power. Break down each move, from hip thrusts to Bulgarian split squats, explaining how each one targets glute max, med, and minimus for full, rounded development. Now that you've learned how to wake your Glutes up. It's time to hit them with the 5 moves that actually build shape, power, and size. And I'm not talking about random exercises you see on social media. I'm talking about the 5 science-backed movements that target every part of your glutes for full, round development. Each of these plays a specific role, and when you do them right, they transform your entire lower body. We start with the hip thrust, the king of glute exercises. It's the most direct way to load the glutes through their full range of motion. But the secret isn't just pushing heavy weight. It's driving through your heels, locking out at the top, and holding that peak contraction. That's where the magic happens. Next up, Bulgarian split squats. Brutal, yes, but unmatched for single leg strength and balance. These force each glute to work independently, exposing weak links and building symmetry. Then there's the Romanian deadlift. This one hammers the glutes and hamstrings together, teaching you to control the eccentric phase, the lowering part of the lift, which is where real growth occurs. The step-up follows, one of the most underrated tools for explosive power and functional strength. Finally, we finish with cable kickbacks, perfect for isolation and mind-muscle connection, helping you carve out that roundness and detail. The key is execution, not speed, not ego lifting. Master your form, own your tempo, and keep constant tension on the muscle. When these 5 moves are combined, they hit your glutes from every angle, top, middle, and bottom, creating that 3D look that turns flat into full. 5 moves, maximum focus, no shortcuts. Because if you want round, powerful glutes, these aren't just exercises, they're the blueprint. Learn the athlete-level cues that separate good form from great hip drive, tension control, and tempo mastery that make every rep count. Form isn't just about looking good in the gym. It's the difference between building muscle and wasting your time. You can do the right exercises, use the right weights, and still get nowhere if your form is off. Most people think more weight equals more gains, but in reality, poor mechanics are the #1 reason glutes stay flat and weak. It's not that the exercises don't work. It's that you're not making the muscle work the way it's supposed to. Every rep needs intention. When you're doing a hip thrust, don't just throw your hips up and call it a day. Drive through your heels, keep your ribs down, and squeeze hard at the top. That's the contraction that actually builds the muscle. During squats and lunges, think about pushing the floor away rather than dropping into the movement. Keep your chest tall, knees tracking over your toes, and focus on tension, not just movement. Tempo also matters. Too many people rush their reps, bouncing up and down without control. Slow the eccentric phase, the lowering part of each rep, and feel the stretch in your glutes. That's where the muscle fibers break down and grow back stronger. Control equals growth. Even your breathing plays a role. Brace your core, stay tight through the movement, and keep your body stable. Every cue adds up from head to heel, and when you put it all together, your form turns from average to elite. Remember, the goal isn't to move the weight from point A to point B. It's to make the target muscle do the work every single inch of the way. Perfect form isn't optional. It's the foundation. Own your reps, own your results. Perfect reps build powerful glutes. How to structure your glute workouts for real, visible results. Reps, sets, rest, and progression tips to go from flat to powerfully built. Building glutes that actually grow isn't just about what exercises you do. It's about how you program them. You can't go into the gym throwing random movements together and expect real results. There needs to be a plan, a structure that forces progress week after week. That's how athletes train. And that's how you turn a flat, weak backside into a strong, round one that performs as good as it looks. Start with frequency. Hitting your glutes once a week won't cut it. These muscles respond best to consistent stimulation. 2 to 3 focused sessions a week is the sweet spot. One day can be heavy in strength, based with moves like hip thrusts or Romanian deadlifts, and the next can focus on volume and activation with higher reps and lighter loads. This balance gives you both strength and shape. Next is progressive overload, the single biggest driver of growth. That doesn't always mean slapping on more weight every workout. It can mean more reps, slower tempo, better control, or improved range of motion. The point is to challenge the muscle beyond what it's used to every time you train. Track your lifts, stay consistent, and stop guessing. Rest and recovery are part of the plan too. Your glutes grow when you train smart, not just hard. If you're constantly sore and fatigued, you're not recovering, you're breaking down. Prioritize sleep, hydration, and mobility work so your body stays ready to perform. When you combine intensity, precision, and smart progression, your results compound fast. You'll start to feel stronger, move better, and finally see the shape developing. This isn't about chasing fatigue, it's about building power with purpose. Train smart, stay consistent, and your glutes won't just grow, they'll dominate. End with a motivational push, build glutes that not only look strong, but perform strong. This isn't about vanity, it's about power, stability, and dominance in every move. At the end of the day, this isn't just about looks. Strong, round glutes are more than a visual upgrade, they're the foundation of true athletic power. Your glutes drive almost every major movement your body performs. Sprinting, jumping, squatting, even standing tall with good posture. When they're weak, everything else suffers, but when they're strong, everything changes. You move with more confidence, more control, and more stability. Think about it. Your glutes are your engine. They're what propel you forward, protect your lower back, and keep your hips aligned. Training them isn't just about building a better shape. It's about unlocking performance you didn't even know you had. Suddenly your lifts feel smoother, your stride gets faster, and your movements feel more explosive. That's what happens when your body starts firing on all cylinders. The transformation goes deeper than muscle. It's mental too. When you train with precision, push through the burn, and stay consistent, you build discipline, and that carries over into everything else in life. You stop chasing quick fixes and start trusting the process. You realize strength isn't built overnight, it's earned one rep at a time. And that's the real win. Not just glutes that look strong, but glutes that are strong. Glutes that perform, protect, and power you through whatever challenge you face. This is where aesthetics meet athleticism. It's not about building a body that looks good on camera. It's about building a body that performs in real life. So train hard, train smart, and stay consistent. Because when your glutes fire at full capacity, you don't just move better, you become better. Strong glutes, strong body, stronger you. You've got the knowledge, the moves, and the blueprint. Now it's time to put it all into action. Stop settling for flat, inactive glutes and start training with purpose. Every rep, every set, every workout is your chance to build real power, shape, and strength. Don't just go through the motions, own them. Stay consistent, stay focused, and watch your lower body transform into a powerhouse of muscle and performance. Because once your glutes wake up and start firing, everything changes: your strength, your movement, your confidence. This is where results are built, one powerful rep at a time.